Hello YouTubers, this is GQ Auto Diagnostics and Repair here with a new video. This morning I'm working on a 2008 Nissan Armada with a 5.6 V8 automatic 4-wheel drive, and customers complaining the vehicle, he experienced a weird vibration. Okay, he said he was driving and for some reason the vehicle started vibrating weird, and the check engine light did not trigger. So and eventually kind of got better. So after I collect all the information from the customer, they're concerned, so I look at it. I gotta say one of the things, the vehicle does need engine mount. Okay, it does it, but after I check, the vibration feel like it's something like out of balance, obviously. So after I took a deeper look, I found that for some reason, I don't know how it happened, but all the fan blades are broken right here, all of them. Okay, now I see in the fan blades break one of them, but not all of them, just like this. Okay, so we have to fix that first before getting any other repair done or recommendation, because that is broken. One of my rules: always fix whatever is broken first. That obviously is broken, so we're gonna focus on that and we're gonna continue from there. All right, so anyhow, so before I forget and we start with the video, if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing to the channel so you can get notification every single time that we upload a new video. And welcome to the channel too. If you're already a subscriber, thank you for coming back. We appreciate you. If you like the video, please give it a thumb up. Leave your comments down below or questions. I will do my best to reply to you. Without further ado, let's get to the video. Okay, so the first thing, as you can see, I removed the air breathing tube. Okay, to do that, it's gonna have to use two things. So either a flat-headed screwdriver, okay, or a 5/16 or 8mm socket with a ratchet. Either way, sometimes this gets a little bit stuck with the plastic. Okay, right now it's cold, so the plastic contracts, so it's gonna be a little bit challenging to break it loose, but you can do that with a screwdriver, no big deal. So here, this hoses are pretty hard, so I don't want to break them, so I'm gonna leave them alone. I have enough room here to work. So the things that you guys gonna need is gonna be a 10mm on this case, wrench to loose up those nuts, so that way you can remove the whole assembly, the fan clutch with the with the fan blade. Okay, the next thing is going to be a 5/16. Okay, so that way you guys can remove the shroud to the side. You want to try to do it as easy as possible without removing a bunch of stuff, so we can just keep it simple. That is the best policy. Let me find a place for this. I don't know if you guys are going to have the best angle. Okay. Next, 10mm wrench. On this case, I have a 6-point. You don't need that, but I noticed that whoever installed that fan clutch kind of stripped a little bit those nuts. So I don't want to, make it worse on myself. So I'm gonna use this and a screwdriver. The screwdrivers do. I will explain that later on the video. Let me see if I can do it. Okay, get the right angle. Okay. As you can see, I have the wrench already located on the nut. So now I have the belt is still installed. So what I'm doing with the screwdriver, I'm gonna put it in different. Let me see if I can get any closer. okay, on a different stud in the nut, so I can hold it while I put pressure on that and break loose those nuts. All right.
Then you have a package delivery out front.
Okay, right there. Okay, thank you. Be back. All right, so as I was saying here, so you're gonna put the screwdriver there to hold the fan clutch and prevent it from spinning while you loosen them up, the nuts. Okay, so that's how you do it. So keeping the belt on, it make it easy. Okay, so anyhow, let me do all the stuff, and I will continue filming. Hopefully you guys can see, or maybe I just Alright guys, so that is done. Now the next thing we're going to do is going to be, let me get that right here. That is your belt tensioner right there where your light is, right there. Okay, so that is a 14 millimeter. So we are going to, let me adjust the light, put a 14 millimeter wrench there. Okay, it's right there. We're gonna use another one as a leverage. So we're gonna pull up to release that tensioner on the belt. I need to place my camera. I know you guys won't be able to see it. I'm sorry about that, but I will do my best to show you most as possible. And before I forget, if you're new to this, make sure you make a diagram for the belt in case you forget and you don't have to be wonder about how the belt goes. So you don't have to worry about it. Right there, okay? Now the belt is off. You don't have to do very much. It comes out. All right. So now I can remove all these bolts, these nuts, I mean. And this one actually was missing one. So I need to see how bad it, yeah, it's not terrible, but there, yeah, it is. Still, you have to be careful when you do this because you don't want the fan clutch to tilt, and sometimes, it's rare, but sometimes it can just tilt and puncture the radiator. Not all the time, it's rare, but it does happen. I've seen it happen, so why even taking a chance? Next I'm gonna use a 8 millimeter. Now we're going to see if we have enough room here to do this. And I think I need to completely remove that belt. Now with the other hand, I'm holding the fan, the top of the fan blade, so I can take the pressure and wiggle it back and forth like this, so I can just remove the pressure out of the last nut here. So there is the last one. There were 3 only. So remove the belt. Now be careful. See if we can make this. Get this thing out of the way without tilting the camera. There you go. We got it. Okay, great. So now you can see how bad this thing is broken. Amazing. Look at that. Look at that. All the broken parts. Let me put the camera in place. Look at the new one. What a difference. Amazing. Anyhow, so that's how you remove a fan blade from a Nissan Armada. Now the next thing, make sure you put this in the right position. Sometimes people, for some ways somehow, they find a way to put it backwards and it doesn't work. So now you're gonna use a 10mm to remove this. Put this over there. One, two, here, in case you don't know this depth, but I said an F for front, facing the front of the vehicle. Put that to the side. Now we have this, also have an F. Okay, but we already checked that. I want to make sure all the 4 bolts align, and give you advice, make sure you install all 4, okay, and start the bolts by hand. Don't use an impact. I mean, before you do it, just start it by hand, so that way you know you're not gonna cross thread it. Now you can just snug them. Use a ratchet or a to tighten them up. Alright guys, so this is how you remove it. That's how you replace it. Here, I don't think I need to make the video. Just put everything backwards in the reverse order. Leave your questions down below. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumb up, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and we'll definitely see you on the next one. This is the part number in case some of you need it. And again, hopefully this helps to save money. Do your best, forget the rest. God bless, and I see you in the next video. Alright guys, so I just want to do a final section for word of caution, so you guys be aware. So when you guys installing those the nuts, make sure you snug them, okay, a little bit at a time, so that way the fan clutch, it sits up against the water pump nice and flush. Okay, sometimes if you tight one first, it can bind, and even if you tight all the other 3, sometimes it doesn't go back in place, and when you start the vehicle it's gonna vibrate, or maybe come loose even if you don't notice it. Okay, so make sure you go one on top, on the bottom, like that, in a start pattern. Snag them, okay, all the way, spin it, make sure everything looks nice, it's no wobbling, and then you can start put it in tighten them up. And after you're done, you always make sure you spin your fin blades, so that way you double check that nothing is in the way. It's gonna potentially break, or you forgot something or whatever. So you just always be cautious of that. All right, so the belt, always make sure the belt is routed correctly and is seating all the way in the correct on the grooves what it's supposed to be, especially on the bottom. Sometimes if you're new in repairs, you don't have that much experience, sometimes you can overlook stuff like that. But anyhow, there you have it. Those I put the missing nut. I'm gonna put everything back here. So that's about it. Again, if you like the video, give it a thumb up, subscribe to the channel, leave your comments down below and questions, and I will do my best to get back to you. God bless. Have a great day.